把神圣的一票呢投给工程师。我们目前还落后领先的人有100多票，就差你们这几百票了。我们从昨天原本落后700票，已经追回来600票了。所以呢，也请呢现场所有的球迷朋友，麻烦赶快扫描 QR code。等一下我们会检查，没有投票了不能离场。
从前哭着哭着就笑啦，现在笑着笑着。
等一下，连球员的手机也会检查，没有投票了不准离场。那坐在呢心跳小舞台附近的那些球迷朋友，等一下呢，你们如果我们会请牧师女孩先检查各位的手机，没有投票的话，牧师女孩撤走。 现在无所不用其极了。那先跟大家报告一下，我们投票没有抽奖，纯粹得到呢对自己的肯定而已。所以拜托大家，谢谢。
我一眼认出你，能站在你的隔壁，实在是不可思议。
没有洋芋片。
有种开心，像烟火的声音从我心里飞到天上爬梯，不能只有我开心。Oh come on everybody。
那有请场边席的这些呢贵宾。 好朋友们，你看我们总经理已经开始在投票了。总经理怕等一下出不去，开始在投票了。哎，包总你也惊哈。那连我们经验的玉鼎的经验的董事长孙董事长现在也开始投票。身为呢新竹女儿，你没有投票，我们以后不去你们那边哦。我现在呢只能无所不用其极了。 现在呢，在北边的场边席笑得最开心的，就是我们新竹县教育局局长杨俊成杨局长，因为他很多天前就投了，他不但投了，还在脸书呢分享，希望大家呢能够把这神圣的一票投给呢新竹玉鼎工程师，所以他安全了。
飞到天上发光，照在我们的身上，10个人一起发光。我想跟你一起越来越棒，像金箍棒。 再加上仙女棒，金箍棒加仙女棒，棒棒开花成雷达。咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒，咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒，咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒，咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒，咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒，咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒，咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒。 咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒，咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒，咻棒棒棒棒咻棒棒，咻棒棒。
好，场上球员停止赛前练习。
Have a bad behavior, bad behavior, bad behavior, bad behavior, bad behavior, bad taste, bad smell, like caviar. Bad behavior, bad behavior, bad behavior.
现场的朋友，大家好，欢迎莅临新竹县立体育馆，来到了我们新竹玉鼎工程师的主场。那今天呢，是我们例行赛的最后一天的比赛，真的很感谢呢，有很多球迷朋友呢常年来的支持。那我们新竹玉鼎工程师，那我们今天呢是跟呢雅马哈呢索取，那个牌子先关掉，我会笑场。竟然有人做我的灯牌，不好意思。小孩子不懂事。那其实呢，在我们跟了台湾3叶雅马哈举办了我们联名的主题日，那是我们的球衣的主题日。说到球衣呢，其实它对于呢球队来讲是一个相当重要的一个文化以及呢理念的支持。我们从呢开季的4年前吧，我们第一套球衣跟范特西的联名。接下来呢，我们有很多的球衣呢是跟呢新竹很有关系的。我们把新竹的一些呢相当知名的景点印到球衣上，还有呢客家的蓝染以及呢客家的花布。除此之外呢，跟呢宅男打篮球的联名球衣，以及呢巧虎的球衣，都能受到大家的喜欢。2023年的5月14号，大家还记得吗？2023年的5月14号，是我们去年呢 例行赛的最后一场，我曾经在这边说过，我们比别人早休息，我们就会比别人更努力。经过了691天的一个等待，我们要回季后赛了。这支球队呢，之所以能够在新竹呢有这么好的一个成绩，真的很感谢你有身边有这么多人，那用实际行动来支持呢我们新竹玉鼎工程师。我要借用了我们总经理张树人一句话呢，要来呢感谢大家。我们在往强队的路上迈进当中，我们或许现在还不是一支伟大的球队，但是我们要很感谢，我们有这么多伟大的球迷朋友在背后支持我们，谢谢大家，谢谢。好，灯关掉了，我们总算呢可以让活动呢正式开始了。我们接下来也请了现场的朋友用最热情的掌声以及欢呼声欢呼我们的牧师女孩来到活动现场。
想要大声对你说，却又沉默。无数次和你擦肩而过，难道害怕会太快有结果？到底什么是结果？想要大声对你说，不再沉默。无论在世界任何角落，人海交错，总有定过，是你让我躲不过。
最热情的掌声，谢谢牧师女孩为我们带来精彩的开场表演。在本场比赛开始之前，首先呢为大家介绍呢今天来访的客队——台北富邦勇士篮球队。首先登场的是球衣背号1号的陈范国彦。球衣背号5号强森。球衣背号6号吴永胜，球衣背号8号师茶新竹马街店的弟弟8号的周桂宇，球衣背号10号张文婷，11号洪凯杰。球衣背号13号林梦璇，球衣背号15号谢宗荣，球衣背号21号酷帅高冷曾祥军，23号石伯恩， 球衣编号24号简廷照，30号泰勒，球衣编号32号塞瑟夫。富邦勇士篮球队总教练许晋哲，助理教练我邻居吴永仁，江志正、林伟浩、魏维，体能教练郑文轩，防护员林武章，总经理蔡成儒。We are 新竹 ，We are Lioneers。接下来呢，请现场的朋友将您的目光呢锁定大荧幕，请看影片。竹预顶工程师球员登录名单。首先登场的是球衣编号0号新竹的黑色闪电，这一位张杰伟。1号逆风高飞的阿飞施延洲，球衣编号2号攻击范围超广的阿广江广宪，球衣编号3号三分球小王子的王子刚。球衣编号5号，油箱还有油，冰块机还在的宋 A 宋宇轩。球衣编号17号，准备大显身手的微笑战士刘光赏。球衣编号20号，人称篮板魔人周伯旭。球衣编号21号，拥有最反差萌的守护神弟弟。球衣编号23号，坚持到底的不死鸟吕其明。手电筒还没有点上的，赶快准备起来喽！因为马上呢要为各位介绍新竹预顶工程师先发5人名单。 首先登场的是球衣编号9号洋将的好朋友小田田浩。球衣编号8号不讲理的射手朱云豪。球衣编号55号禁区硬汉新竹最扛霍利飞。球衣编号42号泰雅战士卢管轩。最后为各位介绍球衣编号12号持续进化的李佳瑞。新竹玉鼎工程师总教练米兰，顾问陈世忠，助理教练沈星汉、王哲宇，体能训练师王德勇、黄胜富，影片分析师郭颖恩，防护员黄建元、欧国宏，总经理张树仁，领队 Lisa 姐。
我就让我疯狂的执念，水上我总是会难一点，我疯的信念推着我再向前。大声一点，我要我爱我追，活着就要敢梦敢痛敢飞，我疯到终点，渴望的会实现。
好，那现在呢，在1楼地区的朋友，你们手上呢都有拿着这个由我们3叶呢雅马哈呢这边呢所提供的制牌。那我们今天呢就举稳好不好？稳起来，我们稳扎稳打，踏进季后赛。谢谢大家的支持之下呢，我们总算踏出了第1步了。来。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. We've made it to the regular season finish line tonight
Taipei Fubon Braves and the Hsinchu Toplus Lioneers will wrap up our season here from the Hsinchu County Stadium. For the past 10 weeks, the Braves have been chasing the Lioneers in the standings for the fourth spot, but yesterday, the Lioneers showed their mettle by defeating the second-place Dreamers yesterday at home to clinch their second playoff appearance in 4 seasons. There's the standings table, which also resulted in the 1 through 6 standings. So the Pilots will be 1, Dreamers 2, Kings 3, Lioneers 4 in the 1 through 4 seeding. On the Mandarin broadcast, on the left, former ball player Wang Xinkai, and on the right, Mark 田文奎。球迷朋友们，你找到了英文转播，要听信凯跟奎哥的讲评，当然就按照中文的转播连接。谢谢收看，记得 Plus 的转播都要帮我们按赞。On Friday, the Braves took down the #1 Pilots in overtime at home to keep their chances alive. But as mentioned, those chances were dashed after yesterday's Lioneers victory, a hard-fought victory, 99-87 over the Dreamers, who themselves, with a victory, could have kept their first-place hopes alive. On screen right now in the white T-shirts, Mikey Friba, and now Jet Zhang Dongxuan, both teams having some rotation going, not putting out their strongest front. The Braves with a chance to let some of their younger guys go. The Lioneers the same thing, but of course saving their legs of the rotation guys who might be playing in the playoffs, taking a heavier load. So as they're saying, bounce back would suggest the Lioneers indeed taking a step forward in the standings and a playoff spot. And this season, there will be a change where the first round will be best of 7 games. Pre-game, Tai Wen-Chen was interviewed about recapping the season and perhaps the changes to the rules. That's the man there, seated in the corner of the stadium, the team captain. Also on screen, Michael Singletary, who sustained an injury in January 27th. Though the team record was about the same, 46% winning percentage, but the Braves never got on a roll to overcome the losses they piled up.
其实我觉得这季就是因为不管是伤兵或是或是换阵容的问题上，其实我觉得变成我们的起伏有点大，就是可能没有办法很稳定的出书，然后变成说我们以前可能就是会拉出一波连胜嘛，然后现在可能就是变成说赢一场输一场，赢一场输一场，就是在这个情况下就是不会说很稳定的想办法去赢球，或者是可有时候就会造成一波连败，然后变成说没有办法及时解决问题，然后变成那个问题一直都在，然后让球队变成可能就长期累积下来，可能就是一直处于在低潮的状况下，然后大家可能会觉得说，富邦可能就在过完年后会调整回来，可是我觉得毕竟时空背景不一样，然后对手也不一样，然后制度也不一样的情况下，可能变成我们自己也没有办法调整很好，然后对手也会针对我们去做改变或是修正打法，这样子变成我们自己也没有扮演好自己球队的特色这样子。我觉得有时候就是可能就是球员的心态要去做改变，或者是要去做调整，变成说，我以前可能在上一个制度下，我以前可能会打很多，可是在这制度下，我可能就是因为洋将的制度情况下，我没办法上场。可是我觉得就是因为制度的情况下，你没办法。可是我觉得不管怎样，球员就是在私底下或是在场下，其实我觉得就做好准备嘛，因为毕竟你球员。你不能控制上场时间，你只能控制自己把自己的状态跟状况调整好，然后随时上了场，就是可以帮助球队。其实我觉得这才是重点，如何上场帮助球队，而不是上场制造问题给球队。我觉得这才是重点，这样子。
Winston saying their injury situation and the changes to their import portion of their roster made them very inconsistent. Used to go on winning streaks, but this season, with alternating losses, they couldn't solve their problems, and those acclimated in a low mood. All season, maybe people thought they could turn it around, but their opponents are different, the rules are different, and they couldn't make their specialty stand out. And as for the local players, saying that everyone plays with the same rules, but the local players need to change their mindset. And while you're off the court, to stay ready, and when you're on the floor, don't create problems, don't be a negative, help the team win. He and Beast out of the active roster for tonight's game. The starting five for the Braves are guys that people kind of expected to take a step up, having played some important playoff minutes. Previously saw the guys at the end of the Braves bench who saw very little time. Over here on the Lioneers side, you even have on the top of the line, Liu Guangsan, who's not even seen a minute of play. Song Yuxin, only 1 game, 2 points, and a few others on the Lioneers side, but Milan Mitrovic taking over for Coach Greg after the Lunar New Year break, understandably under some pressure to make the playoffs. The Lioneers actually had close to the same record, certainly close to the same plus minus in points. But Mitrovic's impressive feat was kind of navigating the later part of the season without Oscar Gagohao and the man behind FIBA, Xiao Sun-yi, one of their defensive stoppers. And unlike the Braves, the Lioneers did get wins, although maybe in pairs, not so much in a row. After their first win out of the break against the Kings, 2, then 4, then 2, then this recent 2 wins in a row for the Lioneers. Climbing over the hump, and you saw on the standings table, no chance for the Braves to catch them. So in preparation of a possible winner-take-all game, the league has lined up a 3 crew chief for the game from left to right. That's Zhang Liyue, Chen Hongming, and Chen Caohong. As to their starters, Ira Zaitsev, Tyler Bay, KJ Hong Kai-jie, TJ Jin Jingzao, and Chen Fan Boyan, or Phil. Lioneer side, 1 import to start, Michael Holyfield. Wu Guanxun is in for Mike and FIBA in the starting lineup, and same for their locals. For the rest of 3, Evan Lee Jiarui, number 12, Tian Hao, number 9, and number 8, Zhu Yunhao. As we get a close look at the Lioneers themed jersey for the weekend, featuring some labels and fonts from previous editions. I noticed the Zainan Dalaqiu orange and red hue. They had a girl version, they had some cursive varieties. And we've seen all kinds of jerseys. The Lioneers yesterday in their press release said they had 56 different kinds. A little delay before the start of the game. A little bit of a spill on the sideline, but a minute or 2 more buffer, and the Lioneers will be out of the clear for a late game start, which has happened. Braves in white, as the boys in black for the Lioneers will start. Tian Hao has kind of stepped up for Oscar, at least in terms of getting the starting point guard nod. This is his 10th start on the season. Joined the Lioneers together 4 years ago. Zhu Yunhao freed up from the top, shortened to the left, and that will bounce harmlessly out of bounds. On the other side, Tyler Bay with the ball, down low to Chen Fan, and up close he lays it in. Chen Fan Boyan playing just 20 more minutes in total versus last season, 203 versus last year's 180 as a rookie. And I believe that was an air ball. So when Michael Singletary went down, it was a thought that between him, of course, after Beast, might get a little bit more playing time. Ritsuji certainly had. Averaged 22 minutes per game. That's going to the crew up again, and Chen nonchalant layup. That's a 4-0 start. Kick out, Zhu Yunhao from the logo, getting a man on the floor. Braves don't recover as Tian Hao will miss. Michael Holyfield puts it back in, and the Lioneers are on the board. Yesterday, Michael Holyfield got the start. 11 points, 7 rebounds, had a block shot in 22 minutes of play. Braves featuring a 5-out offense with the intent of trying to get somebody open down low. TJ from the left corner. That made 3. Makes it a, oh no, it made 2 from the foot on the line. 6-2 start for the Braves. Michael Holyfield sticking with it. On the second effort, we'll get 2. Michael Holyfield on the season, averaging 11 points and 10 rebounds and 21 minutes of action. Chen Fan strokes one. He's got an early 7 points. Ray shot big to a 3, and that's good. Ray was one of the many heroes for the Lioneers. Got the start in the game, which, if you know him, for all 4 years of his Plus League career, has not exactly seen the most consistent playing time and performance, but 16 points and 6 rebounds was huge. Tyler Bay on the kind of lucky ball there. Ira Zaitsev with the assist. Ray, how about on the catch and shoot? No, as Holyfield beating Zaitsev. Not the second time. It's the Braves on the run. TJ from the left wing, no. But another effort play by Tyler Bay there, this time assisting to KJ. Tyler Bay is the last import that the Braves signed before the trade deadline, as cutting Lu Guanxuan will try from 15 feet. Tapped away and recovered as number 30. 2 bounces as it's a Holyfield board. So speaking of their import rotation, and by rotation, it literally means trading places. Nice lefty scoop layup. Previously, Cedric Bearfield only played 1 Plus League game. I remember it was in Taichung against the Dreamers, but mostly playing against the East Asia Super League opponents of the Braves, as TJ tries to get the left-handed running hook. He's very good with the right hand. There was Taylor Braun, former Steeler, and for a very short period of Lioneer last season. As Evan clanks it. Zaitsev having trouble to beat Michael Holyfield to the board, but forcing a miss on this putback as Evan fouled. That's going to count. So they close the gap to 2 points. No other Braves doing much to help out Big Z down there. The Jarre's season, 3.9 points per game. Not like he had his chances, has appeared in 32 games, averaging about 13 minutes per. Anyways, the last import before Michael Singletary's injury was Zimmerman, who played 6 games, was with him in the preseason. In fact, played with him in Okinawa, as ball getting to the second row there. And both coaches letting the time run down. We are in our TV timeout, the first of the game. And the final regular season game here in the Plus League.
又是李佳龙，球衣初恋紫色系，他结婚了。来欢迎你们哦，孝顺的球衣，哇，宅男版，客家花布，我们的主战球衣。 来浩璇也很喜欢的宅男版的哈，宅男打篮球的联名版。哦，王上万，这是呢我们去年的复古球衣。秀出你们的球衣，哇，客家花布，哇，这件卖的超好的哦，我们层次版。
Lioneers yesterday defeated the Dreamers 99-87 to punch their ticket to the playoffs. It was a tie game at half. The Dreamers went up by 5 after the third quarter, and the Lioneers then went on a 31-14 fourth quarter finish. As mentioned, Micah Fieber did most of his heavy lifting in the first half, 21 points and only 4 in the second, but he had his other teammates take the mantle. Deontay Davis had his best game of the year. He was on today's Lioneers active roster, but we have not seen him yet. 21 points, 19 rebounds, the latter being his personal season high. 9 of those on the offensive end. He ended up with a plus 26, and offensive rebounding is definitely causing a headache for the Braves in this one. If you're following on the game, PLEAGUEofficial.com/game/542. As that one's wayward. 5 offensive rebounds already for the Lioneers, 4 to Michael Holyfield. Bay going with physicality to a running shot, no good. No substitution for either team, as Tianhao leaves that one short. Dicep and KJ in the corner as they rotate it about. Bay will try to float it from center, no. Early whistle. So the Lioneers, before the Lunar New Year break, minus 4.9 points per game, 88 to about 93. 7 wins, 9 losses, so I have to correct myself, because under Coach Mitrovic, 13 wins, 10 losses, upping their points per game to 95, but allowing more points, 97. Substitution for both teams. There's Deontay Davis in the purple sneakers, the long hair. Fuenhao, quick catch and shoot, and that's down. Lioneers will jump ahead 15 to 13. On the other side, Chris Johnson fresh in the game. He strokes it. Johnson was last year's finals MVP. You could say the last import for the Braves to join the fray, as Michael Singletary and Yer Zaitsev remained with the squad from beginning to end and were previous 2-time champs. This time it's Tianhao stepping into one. Yesterday, interestingly enough, the Dreamers started out hot from outside, and the Lioneers actually had an inside game plan, and it continued with Brendan Gilbeck getting hurt at the end of the first half. Zaitsev on a sidestepper. Just on the rebound, that's Wu Yong-sen, who came in and got a huge steal in overtime against Justin on Friday. Big help on their way to a win. More rotation as the Braves will just have CJ in as their lone import. A little strong. Free agent signing for the Lioneers this season, but has been held out with injury a lot of times. He was a DNP yesterday. Jimmy Shizono getting the cup and a wild hook as Johnson, I think, affected by his own teammate and couldn't secure the board. Here come the Lioneers. An early 3 for him, so close. Chris Johnson is a little bit too physical.
副帮勇士5号强生进攻犯规。
Another look at first it was Wang Zigang or Prince, as that's exactly his last two characters. Initiated a little bit of contact. Johnson took exception to that. Short from the corner, as Xie Zhonglong will chase it down. And actually in a sneaky way, one of the leading three-point shooters for the Lioneers, though is not all that confident, only 29 attempts. Zhu Hao, 139 attempts, is 37%, as Davis with a little layup line dunk there. Jeff Wu getting by Rubio easily. Kind of action back and forth you'd expect from a cosmetic game here in the regular season. Down low to Davis, bouncing it in. Yesterday's game, Davis didn't make any threes, but was very efficient, especially close to the basket. Counter three by Chen Fan. As he stays hot, only down by one are the Braves. Gets it again, and that's a switch. They only played 7 minutes in yesterday's game, so getting a little bit more run here as Chris Johnson will respond. Here's the shooting so far on the game. Braves 10 for 19, Lioneers 10 for 24. Wild shot. Only one free throw so far. Braves with 14 fouls, Lioneers with 0 as Johnson going to the righty hook. Mr. Johnson already 8 points on his night coming off the bench, which I do thought on Friday actually is better for him in terms of splits. Zhu Hao not even getting the gap there as a hard rebound foul by he's going to be on Chris Johnson for making contact with the Lioneer. Looks like it's Rubio as they get another look at Davis. First the dunk and then a great adjustment. Catching with his left, putting it together, and then laying it up. Number 20, Zhou Boxing. Also a free agent signing for the Lioneers. He's played in now the 40th game for the team, so a perfect participation, at least game played wise. Fresh in the game is Jamarcus or Zhang Jiewei. Last year a Steeler, free agent signing. Davis, he drops in a three. Johnson wanted to get it back, quickly goes to the cup and fouled. Number 10, Steve-O will check in for Phil. Trying to get Johnson involved in the ball screen as Jeff maneuvering. Back pass, Johnson avoids the steal and the ball gets batted back. Lioneers spread it out as Wang Zigang makes it from close. The Lioneers have opened up to a 6-point lead as that shot is forced into an air ball. Number 23, Lu Qiming or Mickey, calling the play, looking for a pass. Marcus down to Davis. 2 seconds left, leaves it short. Johnson going through the middle and will get the jam. Get the and 1-2. Getting a look at in between a couple of Lioneers. Getting the free throw to go to. 8 seconds for the Lioneers to draw something up. Still good practice as Jamarcus. Get it started. Davis setting the screen. Pass out, ball getting away. And we'll see if it counts. The trailing official waving it off. They'll go to the monitor. I don't think we'll have any more plays. So the first quarter's time-wise in the books, but we'll see about the score. A little bit of early fireworks, especially on the Lioneer side of things. Trying to get 2 straight wins here at home and 3 straight overall. As take another early look. Definitely looks like Lucchini still has his hand on it. 3, 2, 1, 0. And it should not count. So 32-29 should be the score after the first quarter of play. And it is indeed waved off. So good eyes by the referee. Chance for the broadcast to take a break, and for you, the audience, maybe grab a snack, and back to the action after this.
最热情的掌声，谢谢瑞迪跟纸箱安头，在每4个联名的主题当中，都会特别精心挑选的不一样的歌曲来做。哇塞，原来瑞迪会翻跟斗！今天有来比赛现场的都赚到了，第一次看到瑞迪翻跟斗，先给他热情掌声鼓励一下。
We're about to begin the second quarter. Thank you, fans, for tuning in to this last and final game here in the P.LEAGUE regular season in the 23-24 season. Chris Johnson already an early 11 points and make it 14. Simple ATO or a small to big screen. On the Lioneer side, number 23 Liu Qiming made that last shot, but after the clock expired, so here come the Lioneers. How about off the dribble and on the bank? Getting back to 2 points, perhaps he felt like he deserved. He's played very sparingly, mostly held out to injuries. In fact, only 32 minutes in 4 games before, as an early holding foul, push foul. That was Steve-O trying to figure out the range. Yu Qiming, a 34-year-old from Pengpu, as Jeff Wu after the fake, in and out. Jeff Wu coming over from the Dreamers, but the hope for higher, more effective shooting has not really come around. Davis down low. Took a couple tries, but there's 2 more points. Davis now with 9 in total. Wheel set from about 30 feet out. There's a whistle as took a fall there. An okay 11 for 37 from 3. That's just under 30%, but only 34% from 2, as you see Jamarcus hit him across the hands. Jeff Wu previously only 3 for 7 from the line, making that one easy. Spent time in the States, ended up at Sacramento State. Jamarcus, on the other hand, went to Wannan-Keda here in Taiwan as an international student, and in the Plus League has the international student designation. Each team can have 1. And if not for your international student, 2 overseas Chinese. Originally Jamarcus from Northern Carolina. And stroking another one, this time from 3. It's Mickey. Swing pass, good anticipation by Rubio. Here with possession up to this point of the season. As Jamarcus takes a tough layup. Rubio on yesterday's game, 7:47 minutes played, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Josh working with Johnson on the screen, over to Jimmy, his 3 just off as there's a rebounding foul. Davis fouling Johnson and heading toward the bench. As you see, Jamarcus might have gotten away with that head bump there. Holyfield's in, he's guarding Johnson. Steve-O, better with that 3. The Braves keeping pace, only down by 3. As you see, the 3-point shooting, 6 for 13 and 6 for 18 for the 2 teams respectively. It's Wang Zagong blowing it from up close as Holyfield's fouled. The Braves were cross-matched up in terms of size, with Shiezono trying to check Holyfield. There you see Jimmy looked clean from behind. Now will still be a problem though. Holyfield's free throw shooting. It's kind of rare for him to have a good free throw shooting game. Overall in the season, only about 53%. That's where it's been pretty much all year. Timeout for the Braves. They want to talk things over on what is their final game of the season here in 2024.
Lady 好难得，你们南山区没有在吃东西耶。哇，好好看哦。 小 U 谢谢。哇，今天没有班，也特别来帮我们加油，小严、豆皮，最右边那个单身，喜恩，哇，全家人都穿一样的，真的很感动，谢谢。他们在门口卖芭乐。
Going on right now is the B.LEAGUE's semifinals game between the Ryukyu Golden Kings and the Chiba Jets right now on their international YouTube, a game that will matter after the Jets took game 1 in Okinawa. The B.LEAGUE, different rules as their playoffs are all 3-game sets in one location, and the higher seed would have home court advantage besides, funny enough, the finals, which is at a quote-unquote neutral site and hosted by the B.LEAGUE's league office themselves. Out of the timeout, Lioneers showing a 2-3 zone. Down low, Xiezong over Holyfield's block attempt.
2分球，谢宗龙。
Meanwhile, on the Brave side, they're also featuring a zone. Marcus from 12 feet out, long rebound to Prince. See, and zone number 1 is in the game. Big skip pass, Nikki, tough jumper, almost got it. So if we're looking at 7-game series for the first round and the finals, I looked it up, there's never been a sweep. Foul from behind, Jimmy will head to the line. In season 1, we didn't finish that series. Braves had a 3-1 advantage over the Dreamers when it was called off due to COVID infections here in Taiwan. The year after, the Braves won it right here on this floor, 4-1 against the Lioneers, and last year, for the first time, they actually clinched at home 4-2 against the Kings. Now in 5-game series, excuse me, you have to win 3. The Braves swept the Pilots last year for the only sweep in Plus League playoff histories. There's 2 other series that have gone to the full 5 games. And so, making his Plus League debut, man on screen, that's Liu Guangsang. Let me pull out my notes. Went to Fubon Catholic University in New Taipei after coming out of Keelung Sangkong. 3-year-old making his pro debut as a little lay-in by Jamarcus. Johnson working hard and fouled. Holyfield could not keep up. But also checking in was number 2, Zhang Guangqian for the Lioneers. Over on the Braves bench, the face mask is Zhen Xiangjun or Jack. Zhang Guangqian actually played 18 games last season. Only 138 minutes of action though. Whistle on the outside. This quarter, it's the Lioneers who are defending or rebounding by fouling. Braves only 1 foul. That was the first. Running low on time. A deep 3 knocked in by Aguang. About 6-foot guard out of Taiwan Art University. Jimmy down low, foul on the rebound.
No basket.
So what were the 2 series that went to 5? All the way back in season 1, the Dreamers won game 4 and 5 to come back on the Pilots. So I don't know if we would necessarily say that, given that the Dreamers almost won by 40 in the game 1, and the Pilots had to make a miraculous turnaround in the 4th quarter in game 2. And then the next year, Lioneers versus Kings, where only the home team won. Lioneers won 2 here in Hsinchu, then the Kings 2 in Hsinchu, and then back here in Hsinchu, Oscars 3 before the end of the 3rd was a huge standout as Hsinchu had that one blocked by Steve-O. Now looking at the basket, cross-court pass. We'll get the lucky bounce. Lioneers up to 50 points, excuse me, with almost 7 minutes to go in the first half. Johnson working against Holyfield, but wasn't in rhythm. Early bump as Xie Zongrong has had his way with Xie Zongrong. Oh no, Shi Yanzong. I'm twisting up my words. Decent pass, and Xie Yanzong on the season, as almost all teams are thinking about having their local bigs shoot more threes. Xie Yanzong 6 for 31 coming into tonight, or only about 19%. Was a member of the Pilots as Jimmy leads out the first. 5 points, 3 rebounds so far in the ball game. And opportunity, I believe we have more giveaways for the fans here in the stadium. Behind me is the western portion of the stadium. On the opposite side is, as you can expect, the east. On the dribble, that's off as Holyfield can't make it on his second effort. Zaisa, fresh in the game, he brushes it out of bounds. Before number 5, popular with the home fans, Sony Chen checks in. We have a timeout first.
这一颗球价值700元，麻烦等一下拿到这个球，到球迷服务处直接换手机哦，不要拿这个球去骑车好不好？会被抓。来哪里？别太像了。Screen, Leon got to the basket. 还有哪里？
Rebound! You are already on rebound!
牧师女孩不用骑机车了。还有哪里？富邦的球迷也有骑机车的啊，接着。王希勇，你去卖汉堡啊，连个球都接不到。 好，我先丢40个，因为我会累。还有60个，谢谢。
Back on the floor for the Braves is their starting 5 as Micah Fubon gets in a little rhythm. Deep pass, KJ got his hands on it. It will be a takeaway. Michael Holyfield, the only back, causing a loose ball and a turnover on the pass. Numbers for the Lioneers and a bad offering by Tian Hong. One-man lead. Jin Tingzao will bounce out the layup as Bei will pick up his teammate, and extra credit. So a comedy of errors results in Tyler Bei's put back. There you see Jin Tingzao trying to go with a wide layup, but just off. Now Tyler Bei's might be not the tallest player, but is a very effective rebounder. Averages 10 boards per game, or 10.7 per 36 minutes played. basket of the season, having only played 2 minutes up to this point. Song Yuxin, also a veteran coming from the outer islands. In his particular case, he's from Matsu. It's off of Chen Fan. Good aggressive defense by Jiang Guangchen. Getting a look. Song Yuxin, not a big three-point shooting threat, but that closer by Chen Fan. Left in the lane. So how about this set play by the Lioneers? Jiang Guangchen, a little bit of trouble, back pass to his teammates. Song Yuxin going to the left hand and another basket. This time beating KJ. Foul on the outside though. Song Yuxin could also go by Leon, and that's what makes him special, is driving speed. His acceleration, really second to none. Might lack a little bit of the thickness, though he is got a very low body percentage. 陈范 dropping in a free throw. He's now up to 11 points on the night. It's Tian Hao. He's feeling it. Zaitsev patient with it, but missing at the rim. How about Guangchen from the right side? Big bounce out. JJ to Zaitsev, a foul by Evan there. Well, the playoffs are slated to start this upcoming Thursday. I have to admit that the seeding might actually well, the seeding in the series, well, the seeding is determined, excuse me. The series to be played will still be announced, as I can reveal to the audience. Still might need to tinker a little bit with other basketball events happening at the stadiums we use. In the game, actually the longest tenured Brave, number 13, Lin Mengxue. After a pretty good stint by Jiang Guangchen, he's out. Taking his place is number 42, Lu Guanxue, who started the game. Kick out pass to an outside driver, but a 3-second violation, as looks like Tyler Bay took a hit to the noggin. Getting a look at him trying to battle with Michael Holyfield there, and took an elbow to the forehead. Trying to go for Bay, and a foul from behind. Song Yuxin trying to maybe pull the chair out from behind. So on a defensive possession, kind of taking a hit, and on the offensive side, taking a foul, but losing the free throw short. I don't know if I'm going to look much into the Braves up to this point in the game, going only 11 for 18 at the line. It is a standings-wise meaningless game after all. So the imports after Michael Singletary sustained his injury: Wayne Selden Jr., 4 games played. For a major 1 game, I didn't even get to call it, as Tian Hao keeps adding to his total with that runner. And also, Justin Patton was already on the team, but on the eventual time when they found a substitution. Tyler Ibe joined the squad. And then Tyler Bay, or I should say Prince Ibe and Tyler Bay, was the last player. 9 games and 8 games apiece. Tianhao on the backboard. Well, if you're interested, the Lioneers' highest scoring game on the season is 120 points. Your Zaisev, a beautiful stroke from center. The highest scoring total this season set by the Kings on a game against the Braves, if I remember correctly, 129 points. That's still 3 points short of the Lioneers' season 1 record of 132. Holyfield down low and overshoots the lay-in. And it looks like a backseat interference by the offense. A little chance to breathe and maybe take away the Braves' fast break opportunity. Oh, it's going to be a basket counted. My apologies. There you see Zaisev would have been the player called. I don't think it's the worst violation in the world considering how deep Holyfield was in the paint. Looks like Zaisev wanted to get involved with the play call. Lioneers are very small and have Song Yushun guarding Bay. His second personal. They do have, you see, Evan Lee, Jare, not necessarily matching up. Song Yushun will head out with a smile. Still plenty of ball game left to come back in. 2 minutes and 19 left in the first half as Bay will sink the first free throw. Tyler Bay's line so far is the 7 points, a couple of boards, and actually throwing 3 assists, 2 not shown on screen. Product out of Colorado. And in Las Vegas, Nevada. An alley-oop, a tough one for Davis to handle. Down low to Zaisev, but now into the corner as he and Chen fake a handoff. Now Tyler Bay going the wrong way, so they'll switch sides as TJ to Phil. His line drive no good as so the back tap by Davis. Said he was out of bounds. Pretty good effort and pretty smart play. Definitely looks like Johnson or Zaisev might have influenced that. Catches 2-3, too much from Bay. Well, not official either, but maybe looking at some of the statistical leaders as Evan, good effort, he gets a rebound. Pulls the trigger on his own 3. Because the Freeborough is not playing in this game as Zaisev gets the bounce from the paint. And neither did Jason Washburn, so their point total should be solidified. 23 points per game from Micah Fibra, and Jason Washburn's 21.9 points, 1 and 2 respectively in the league. You must play 27 games to qualify as fake layup to a 3. Nice tic-tac-toe by the Lioneers. Last season, Michael Singletary, 23.3 points per game, won the scoring title. Tough make by Tyler there down low. Now on the rebounding front, it should also be solidified. This time Jason Washburn should take the crown. Of course, all these stats to be officialized by the league office as Evan follows it up with another tray. To finish off off that note, Byron Mullins last year won the rebounding title, 15.8. Last play for the Braves. Down low to Lioneers. And he does find the angle, so the Braves will head to the locker rooms down by 8 against the Lioneers. Could have been a winner-take-all game, but the Lioneers won yesterday against the Dreamers. They're destined for the Plus League playoffs, and the Braves, after 24 minutes of basketball, are headed for their summer vacation. We'll take a break on the broadcast. Halftime analysis after this.
他一共呢有57件的球衣，哇，相当的不简单。来，杨艺轩、宋念如。那除此之外呢，也跟着现场的朋友来预告一下。大家都知道，我们之前呢有小小牧师的活动，我们甄选的小小牧师有了6位呢小朋友参加过甄选。那但是呢，对于呢新竹在地的经营呢，我个人觉得其实啦啦队不一定是女生的专长，所以我们等一下中场有一段表演是牧师大男孩，所谓的大是身材大。原本要放在开场的，但怕网络上的人看到会受不了，我们就自己独享。等一下中场休息有牧师大男孩的表演。好，我们从底线来念如，第一位是呢，他一共收集了29件的宋念如 ，S 型上篮，坐在机车上面，好不好？那我们计秒数。好，念如 OK 了吗？来计时预备
，3、2、1、Go！
好，回到座位上哦，要回到座位上，拍照才算哦。坐上了我们雅马哈呢最棒的机车，好，时间是15秒98，哇，很快哦。来，杨艺轩。杨艺轩，你不是只会抓筷子吗？你也会打篮球哦。这在我们野餐活动呢，玩那个反手抓筷子，可以抓16把。好，东大排骨的杨艺轩，预备
，3、2、1、Go！
他早上还跟牧师女还去吃早餐嘞，他买福袋哎。好，目前的冠军13秒25。接着呢，要欢迎呢有全套收藏的我们李云轩。这4年来，我们每一套球衣他都有。来，预备
，3、2、1、Go！
Sorry for party rocking。
哦，聪明哦，他喜欢口水。哎呀！
A little skills challenge going on the court for the fans selected to participate, including a fan who has collected all 57 Lioneers game jerseys up to this point. Wang Xinkai and Toon Koi on the manual broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen, taking care of you guys here on the English broadcast side of things. Thank you all for tuning in. This broadcast and all other Plus League broadcasts, be sure to leave a like. So far through one half of play, the Braves down to the Lioneers, who have really been bombing away from 3. And they're getting a lot of it on hammer action. They also have the rebounding advantage. Michael Holyfield and Deontay Davis really holding it down in the middle. The Braves do have 15 assists, but sometimes you feel like their offense seems to be a lot ISO heavy. Sure. Only 9 turnovers in a game where no change in the standings will result from it. Lioneers ahead of the Braves, number 4 and number 5 respectively. And looking through the highlights through the first half, what won't be shown is Lioneers are doing some interesting cross-managing up on defense and committing a lot of fouls. Braves only 14 makes though on 21 attempts. Getting a look at the Lioneers, especially with their bench personnel that doesn't play as much, even more perimeter-oriented kind of players. Meanwhile, the Braves, interesting enough, some of the guys coming off for them includes more inside players like number 50 Shitono, who had a good first half. Dimosher getting a little bit more run. As mentioned, he's the most senior member of the Braves in terms of years with the squad. And Zhen Xiangjun looks like he's out with illness, but is on the active roster. Meanwhile, one of the highlights, number 5, Song Yushin, a 4-year member of the Lioneers, but has seen rather limited playing time. But on the other side, Tian Hao has really found his scoring touch in the recent weeks, and has had number 12 Li Jiarui. These are all notes that bode well for the Lioneers. Looking at the leading scorers, Chris Johnson, 14th. Sevan Boyan, 11. Tyler Bay, 10. Igor Zaisev in the start with 7 points. And Jeff Wu with a couple of jumpers for 5 points. That's the leading scorers for the Braves. And on the Lioneer side, Tian Hao leads them with 15, doing it from the inside and out. Li Jiarui with 12. Davis with 9. Holyfield with 7. And Miki Liu Qiming coming off the bench with 5 points, also on a couple of jumpers. We'll go to break. Let's see what the Lioneers have in store for the second segment.
好，是不是先给呢牧师大男孩最热情的掌声鼓励一下？来，音乐。 原来王3万只跟着晃是。 只是个幌子。接下来呢，要请呢陈建维把时间交给陈建维。
那个谦哥 ，Albie， 这是一个。
Hello， 大家好，我们是 Muse Girls， 我是玲玲，我是社七。哎，社七，你知道今天是什么日子吗？
今天是雅马哈球衣主题日，
没有错。但是今天还有一件非常重要的事情哦。
今天是年度最佳主场投票的最后一天。
今年我们要挑战年度最佳主场的4连霸，欢迎各位球迷到 P.LEAGUE 的官方赖账号去投票，
请唯一支持新竹玉鼎工程师。
等一下，要先听女主角的答案。今天呢 ，Emily 呢一直以为是王3万要求婚，她还能帮忙呢策划，结果今天呢，建伟呢给了 Emily 一个最大的惊喜，请你给建伟一个回答。
我愿意。
请你嫁给我，请你嫁给我。当你还笑的点头，牵住我的手，请你嫁。
好，那各位的求婚团，我们一起合照一下。陈建伟，你们运气很好，听说今天场边有金华婚纱的刘董来到现场，是不是？金华婚纱刘董在现场。那我们恭喜呢，陈建伟、Emily 永浴爱河。那依照呢，在我们工程师的惯例，在球场求婚的话，要绕场一周，接受大家的祝福。
春暖的花开，带走冬天的感伤，微风吹来浪漫的气息。
那谢谢呢，爱富婆的女儿跟着我们谦哥来担任我们的小花童。
充满意义，我就在此刻突然见到你。
春暖的花香带走冬天的凄寒，微风吹来意外的爱情。
再次给呢，在经常的每场比赛都会献出喉咙的陈建伟以及他另一半 Emily 最热情的祝福。
爱上你，听我说，手牵手，跟我一起。
那也谢谢呢，牧师大男孩不惜形象的演出，谢谢。还好我们没有放在开场。
明天就会可惜，
今天嫁给我好吗？
那刚刚呢有一个仪式忘了举行，那男女双方要盖印章，来请起立。陈接吻队形，请盖下最。
Well, congratulations to the now engaged couple. Veteran Lioneers fans who's been there from the very beginning. The MC trying to get the best photo op for the special occasion. We're about a minute and a half away from the start of the second half here in the final game of the P.LEAGUE's regular season. Game 120 out of 120. By the end of the action tonight, it will be game 63 in the books for the P.LEAGUE English broadcast as we get a look at the Jairays highlights through the outside shooting by the Lioneers overall through the first half of play. 11 for 27 is about 41%, but more impressively, 7 individuals have had a made 3. Li Jiarui with 3 for 6, Tianhao 3 for 5, leading that group. The outside shooting will be big if the Lioneers want to kind of equalize the playing field. They will enter as the 4th seed, but also with the team with the historic low in terms of plus minus on their overall season. Now the caveat being the Pilots lost to the Lioneers by 50 points in the waning stretch of games back in season 1. So minus 104 in a 24-game season. Lioneers were minus 38 that year. Missed out on the playoffs. The year after, the lowest plus minus and lowest seeded Kings were plus 18. And last season, the Dreamers were a net minus 29. So far on the season, the Lioneers minus 130. By that, it means they win by small margins and they typically lose by a bigger margin. If we're trying to assess their regular season, of course, everybody starts 0-0 in the playoffs. To start the second half, number 23, Brendan Smart, is in there with his fellow teammates. On the Lioneers side, Deontay Davis, notable addition to the starting second half squad. Driving kick to Tiao from the right corner. Also joining him is number 23, Mickey. The 23 and 23 in there. KJ early board as the Braves are swinging around. Chen off the mark. He downs the 3. That is his first score of the game. Miss up close by Zhou Guoyu. Looking at the overall stats on the season, as Lioneers followed up with another. He joins the party. In terms of age, the Braves are no longer the oldest team in the league. Double team that KJ doesn't get out of until a little pass to Phil. Good lay-in. The Kings actually now own that distinction. 31 years old, their average age across the board. The Braves just under 30, 29.6. That's a decimal and not months or days. With 2 of their veterans seeing a little bit less playing time. Davis over Smart, a foul first. And that also includes all the import players as well. And so on the Braves side of things, Johnson in his second year with the Braves, he's 38 years of very experienced, we say on the English broadcast. Davis good with the first. Igor Zaisev, 35-year-old from Ukraine. And they would have liked to carry Michael Singletary, who's also 35-year-old. Prince Ibe and Tyler Bay, their latest additions, 29 and 26 years respectively. Well, on the Lioneers side, players who played in their previous playoff run includes Zhuhao, that was his rookie year. Tianhao, who's a 4-year player, so he would have been part of everything as Johnson's jumper is wayward. Going down the list, you got to get all the way to Oscar Gaoguohao and Xiao Sunyi, so that's only 4 local players. Everyone's joining later. You know, one note about the first half, only a fast break 3 as a random toss in by Lu Chen. I think he was going for the oop. It looks like Coach Rogers seen enough. The Lioneers now racing out to a 16-point lead.
好，那我们接下来要进行的是我们雅马哈的汽车 Camp。那麻烦了备胎的朋
Time
友。
for me to hit the books, find some more information for you as the two teams talk it over at their bench.
小狐狸骑起来，小花。
我想奖励你来坐我的野摩托，我可以听你的故事，写本小说。
来，城市安保的同仁，摩托车骑起来。外怎么外送啊？
小路别让它再乱撞了。
啊，今天怎么没带跑跑卡丁车的来？陈建伟 ，Emily 站起来，带着你的另外一半。
我想要请你坐上我的野摩托，我可以带你喝酒吃肉再唱歌。我的野摩托虽然有颠簸，别嫌弃你会爱上它的人快乐。我想奖励你来坐我的野摩托。
那林先生，刚刚不是有精华温差的流动在哪里？讲的精华温差的流动，可以赞助一下我们帮那对新人吗？可以哈，陈建伟，起立向你的左手边刘董鞠躬一下，谢谢我们精华温差的刘董。然后前面是经验的孙董。
So let's see what the Braves do after their timeout. Probably got a little bit of a tongue lashing from Coach Roger and the staff. A 10-2 Lioneers start here in the third as Toplus missing the runner. It was quite open. Now, of course, credit to Coach Mitrovic for the job he's done with the staff in the second half of action, but I can say the Lioneers started the season with 4 straight losses and went on a 6-game winning streak under the helm of Coach Gregg. Substitution as intentional shot taken by Chen and made after the little accidental oop. Toplus found on the perimeter as Roger's gonna try to bring in a new player. Looks like it's a line change for the Braves. Not happy with the defensive effort for sure. KJ Smart and Josh out for Bay, Jeff, and TJ. One thing that has been different is the local players for the Lioneers score 6 points per game more. Jeff Wu driving on the double team as Johnson spinning and missing with that slam. Was not an easy one with such a long reach there. Patient with it, Davis, hammer action. How about Luqua and Chen from this side? Kick out, Tianhao, good effort play, and will still go out of bounds, but deserving round of applause. Holyfield and Jamarcus take their place on the court. So we have more spillage on the sideline, but this time it was a ball player. Chance for Prince to check in. Prince is often registered in games, but he also has 12 DNPs on the season. 13 for 50, only 26%. Jeff Wu, the bad miss there. Mickey taking the contact and connecting on the layup. So everyone getting more run. Liu Qiming now with 7 points to his name. The Braves continue to fall behind. Lioneers continue to climb ahead as Tyler Bay forcing that one up. Foul from behind. We'll be going the other way. On the season, the Lioneers against the Braves, 4 wins, 3 losses, +5 in net scoring. Of course, none bigger than Tuesday night at Hsinchu County Stadium right here on April 30th. A 6-point win by the Lioneers really put them in the driver's seat for the last playoff spot in the regular season into the playoffs. They would go on actually to win the very next day, an early turnaround, a 7 p.m. to 5 p.m. turnaround, and they beat the Steelers by 4. Of course, the Steelers notably short many players. That's a double-digit scoring game for Liu Qiming. And looking up his stats for the season, his high previously was 4 points in a loss against the Dreamers back on April 27. Zaitsev going to his moves, but forced into a short hook shot. Double shrimp from plus range. Braves in their zone. As Prince will offer and airballs it right in front of us. Hsinchu will check in. I didn't even write down his highest point scoring game on the season. As mentioned, April 30th, that jumper to beat the Braves. Kind of came out of nowhere. It was a handoff play right around the free throw area with Micah Fibro cutting across. He had 44 points in that game as Zaitsev flipping it to Bay. And an easy jam for number 30, number 32 with the assist. Braves continue to show this zone. Good chance for the Lioneers to try that out, though they won't see it too much with a little flip shot made by Fly. Pilots play a lot of man defense, as do the New Taipei Kings. The Dreamers will only go to it rarely. They got a hand on it, brushing it inbound, but he stepped out of bounds. So really, the two teams that play the most zone, the Braves and the Steelers, are out. Now the Steelers almost forced to, having very short on personnel, and the Braves, under Coach Roger, just go to zone quite often, whether it's a 2-3 or a 3-2. Of course, they showed off a boxing one to try to stop Joseph Lin as Jamarcus gets all the way to the cup on the line drive. Quite a streak there as Jamarcus now with 6 points and 4 assists. Now Bay will be unable to finish it. Deoguansang taking on Leo Zaitsev. Congratulations to the young man, his first basket as a pro. And over import of the year 3 seasons ago, Zaitsev nonetheless. Stevo can't quiet the noise as here come the Lioneers once again. 4 minutes left in the third. Look pass Howell from the corner. Ooh, a little bit too much. Braves throw it ahead. Jeffrey from the right, and that's good. This season, as mentioned, a 29% three-point shooter, rather small sample size. Last year, Wu Yongsen 28% on 174 attempts. Again, only sub 35% from two-point range. Jamarcus finding a crease and with the left hand this time. How about Jeff Wu after the pump fake? Looked decent. Have I mentioned number 17, Liu Guangsang, first ever game as a pro. Thought about it after that last air ball. Time running down as he bats it out of bounds. The intended pass target was Prince there. Holyfield out, Davis in. And look, Liu Guangsang do enough work in the weight room to get that lay in. Five out for the Braves as Jeff Wu cutting. Hammer to TJ, wide open on the left side, and that one's in and out. Kind of been a tough stretch for Jin Ting-Zhao previously, up until Friday, where he had 21 points, which is a team high coming off the bench. Alley-oop, look out to the fans on the baseline.
好，另外这边呢，插播一个讯息，那呢我们在上半场领先，那深圳超落将抽出了一整排的球迷朋友，可以获得了海鲜盘。
Wang San will head to the bench.
陈建伟求婚成功，陈建伟是北区第几排？第一排、第二排。好，第一排全排都有。
And Song Yushin will take his place. Every Lioneer and every Brave on the floor has at least scored 2 points, so we're not looking at anything new in this game as Zaitsev perfect with that 3. Zaitsev actually admitting that in every one of the last 3 offseason has contemplated retirement. So Shen will try his 3-point range. The Braves like to have him around. He's very steady presence inside. DeMarcus hustles for that rebound. Looks Lee in that zone from the left corner. Easy. Lioneers looking at a 27-point lead. As very clearly the Braves not all that focused on the ball game. Marcus switching over to the left, over his Summer League team teammate in TJ. Michael Singletary you saw on the bench this season averaged 21.2 points and 4.5 assists per game. Both of those would have led the Braves had it been enough to qualify. They no contest on the is that a 13-foot kind of push shot. Momentum for the Lioneers. They want to bring the house down. Looks like Coach Rogers not going to bail out this 5 with a timeout. He's planting on the end of the Braves bench. TJ with a little magic trick with that scoop layup. The difference is still 30 points. Lioneers run it down in an early take foul. Not the worst thing in the world. The biggest margin after 3 quarters of play is the Kings over the Steelers. That was in yesterday's action. Wake up, Ryan. Ended up winning the game by 39 as a foul on the outside. Tough hit by Jeff against Jamarcus. The biggest difference in any game this season was 39 points, also set yesterday. Previous before that was a 32-point loss by the Dreamers against the Kings back in January of all things. So Yushin gave it a good try, but that will be it for 3 quarters of play. Lioneers against a disheartened Brave squad have the 30-point lead.
机油券就要送60，还有361篮球，还有我们59金银币。等一下有站起来的，奖品就送过去。音乐。动起来！
台阶站中间。
Plus 球迷 ，Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语。欢迎大家点资讯栏的链接一起学习。So the box score from the third quarter. I see that no Braves had multiple field goals made, and the Lioneers kind of had a layup line, 7 for 9, but that also includes the accidental would-be alley-oop to a made basket by Lu Guanxuan. Actually, yes, that rings a bell. He also had a couple of made threes. In the quarter, the Braves had 0 free throw attempts, so not really winning at the basket as Jimmy missing the first and making up his own mistake down low. New personnel out for the Braves. A double ball screen for Wang Zidong, and there's a basket. Nothing but net for Prince. Whistle on the outside. Looks like it was Zokoyer's responsibility to go chase that shooter. Meanwhile, Chris Johnson from the top of the arc. Beautiful. All nylons with that shot as looking up at the board. Johnson has 17. Double pin down to a double ball screen, and Davis unable to finish it off. Whistle going the other way. It's a foul, so maybe this game, or this quarter, I should say, the Braves can get to the line. Again, in a game where the win or loss from either team won't change the standings. Lioneers headed to the playoffs. Braves headed to an early vacation for their standards as Chen Fan. He drains a three from the right corner. Fly from the left corner. That's starting to become his spot. Looking more and more confident. Shizong on the nice feed from Johnson. A good counter to the fake handoff to handoff and split. Under 10 minutes to go. Spaced out. Prince avoids the travel, gets to the mid-range, and cashes it. Wang Zigang, I bet he's already surpassed his individual scoring, and he has 9 points against the Pilots back on April 20th with his previous high. Over to TJ, he's got an open look and strokes it. 10-fan missing the tap after Johnson couldn't get it down. As Prince couldn't do it in transition. So 8.5 minutes to go. Don't know what kind of ambitions the Lioneers have on the final score. As mentioned before, this season high is 129 by the Kings. Chris Johnson does it nicely off the window. Hsinchu only played 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Had only one field goal attempt as Song showing off the floater. Previously, before tonight, he was actually only 1 for 1 in his super limited one-game played against the Steelers. The Braves are making a little bit of headway on the quarter now. 19-10 as dangerous oop for Davis avoids any hand injury there. We got a mismatch down low as Jimmy wild miss from about 12 feet. Chris Johnson was double covered down low on the break. How about from the right wing? And another one. Maybe this is changing the calculus for the Pilots if Hsinchu is going to be shooting 4 for 4 from three-point range. Now a chance to run. Wang Zigang will pull it down. Oop by Tian Hao. No, it was on target, but hitting the back iron. Sunfan right now at 16 points. His season high was 18 in a loss against the Dreamers on December 2nd. This is actually his first start of the season. Last year, the rookie had 2. Again, maybe the change to the rules or the way the Braves wanted to match up different calculus. Take foul on the outside. Seems like the Lioneers were kind of fatigued out there. One thing that also really triggers the Braves offense is Michael Singletary's rebounding abilities as well. 9.9 rebounds per 36 to this year's Brave squad. That would only be behind Chris Johnson's 12.2 and Tyler Bay's 10.7. Trying to go backdoor in a kickball. Sunfan taking the steps and flipping a errant pass. Lioneers did a good job to cover up all those passing lanes. Now Song Yushun. Keep the ball moving. Zhang Guangqin to Prince. And that was good. Could see it from Elise. Wang Zigang now up to 13 points on his night. Kind of not the Braves' night as Josh's shot is missed. Jimmy, his jumper is getting worse and worse. And I guess he has Michael Holyfield to share in the one-play embarrassment. Airballed open jumper and a botched rebound. Or not the worst things in the world in a current 29-point blowout game. Ling Mengshi will take his place. Ling Mengshi also goes by Ray. Jeff Wu into some space. Not getting the bounce. And I think I don't need to repeat myself too many more times for you get the picture. Braves, not their nice shooting, has plenty open shots. So a tough reverse. So in the game where the Lioneers are shooting almost 60% from 2 and 43% from 3, Braves not keeping up, 49% and 35% respectively. Braves defense not really keeping up, fouling on the drive.
Easy.
All smiles around the extracurriculars going on the floor. And a look at Song Yushun utilizing all of his long jump abilities there. Interception by Johnson. Going to the Euro and the left hand forced into a miss. Holyfield, the man back, as that ball's out of bounds off of the Braves. Good effort play. This time out of the line formation. It's going to be under 4 minutes after this possession. A whistle. Pushing Zhang Guangqin over on the layup. There have been more and more of these kind of plays where the Braves defense focus has been lapsing. But Zhang Guangqin, 3 points on his night. We'll have to have another possession to try to surpass his personal high this season of 5 points earlier this month against the Pilots, his season 4 high. Product out of Taoyuan City. For a couple seasons was with Puyuan, the SBL squad. Holyfield will head to the bench. Possibly the end of his night. See Earl Clark there with a red hat. Out for yesterday and out today. Working off an injury. Has played very frequently in the Lioneers' last stretch. I remember, I think yesterday was a stat. 15 out of 16 games with only that one game off before last night. Counted on heavily offensively and, of course, more importantly, defensively. Early in the season, Coach Greg called him the whole system. Down low, Liu Guangsum, no, as Davis throws it down. A little bit more life in the building as Chris Johnson on the top of the semicircle. Answers was hit 3. and out. Braves. The Liu Guangsang take foul. No more available to the Lioneers, who might be eyeing up the scoring record in the Plus League. There you see, I think you can give him credit for doing a good job just to avoid Chris Johnson's would-be block attempt. How about Jeff Wu from the left wing? Jeff Wu's had a pretty decent shooting night, 11 points. A whistle as Jamarcus made a move. So now looking at the box score, it's a very rare occurrence that all 14 Lioneers active for today have scored. Marcus already double-digit scorer, now with 11. Contact, Tokoir continue to have a rough night scoring. Little flip pass, Mongshue to Zaitsev. There it is after a not exactly smooth tic-tac-toe, but a tic-tac-toe in my book. So, cosmetic, 2 minutes left in the game to a really cosmetic 48. KJ continuing a rough stretch of basketball and not delivering a good pass. Free throws coming up as Smart will get back on the floor. My recollection serves me right. We have not had a television timeout in this fourth quarter. So if one doesn't come after the game, we'll have a commercial break before the player or coach interview in the post. Here you see the Lioneers squad chilling on the bench. The staff and the players alike probably due for a pretty sweet playoff bonus. I'm sure the Taiwan basketball fans don't feel too bad for the Braves being a three-piece squad. Have seen their share of championship bonuses handed out. A turnover, ball trying to get down court. All locals for both squads as Rubio changed his mind, ended up forced into a miss. Jamarcus tried to foul as Li Mongshue charging ahead, getting the lay-in as Jiang Guangqin doing the flop down there under the basket. Thankfully, neither of those players harmed. Under a minute left. Nicely fired pass as Hsinchu keeps perfect. Another 3 ball. Pretty incredible shooting display by the big man as Jeff Wu attacked back real quick. So if the Lioneers were thinking some devious thoughts, they still could at least match, if not surpass, their scoring record. As the everybody falls asleep, and Josh will again miss. A little bit of a different shot clock to game clock. PLG Cosmetic 2. Lioneers do need to get the ball across the timeline. Jay out to jump on Chen. Only about a second difference. Let's see if they wave it off. Looks like they will. There's your final score. 128 for the Lioneers, 109 for the Braves. And it's already been official, but now the Lioneers really put a stomp down on the team chasing them for the last stretch of the season. So congratulations to the Lioneers on a back-to-back, getting 2 victories to wrap up the season. Meanwhile, the Braves, after winning on Friday, well, probably already in vacation mode last night after the Lioneers result. So, for the first time in the Plus League, it will be a new champion that will emerge at the end of the month, or at the end of June, shall we say.
有拿到球的，有拿到RD106的，记得去换机油。然后要离场的朋友，等一下，观众朋友要离场，稍后一下，读卡。好，要离场的朋友稍后一下哦。
So welcome back. It's Hsinchu on the headset being asked about how incredible his shooting was.
其实出手的时候，我有自己吓到，因为我觉得那球投出去好像太大力了。
And Hsinchu saying he was pretty amazed because he thought that last shot, he shot it too hard. Asked about how a relaxed environment and relaxed game maybe made him a little bit more accurate himself and his team. Can he bring that into the playoffs with them?
我相信一定可以，因为我们已经做好要全力打季后赛的备战了。对。
Hsinchu saying that he does believe the hot shooting will continue the playoffs because they've already been preparing for a full effort play like in the playoffs. Now asked about the swing and mood from yesterday's tight game against the Dreamers for the most part. Now this relaxed game against the Braves. Now asked about the Pilots, their first round opponents.
保持一样的这个外线热度的话，我相信我们在外线如果打开的话，到传球道里面，其实给我们的禁区其实都会是很好的结果。
And Hsinchu saying if they can keep up the hot shooting, well, they will have a good chance against the Pilots. Now asked about the home fans who come out to support them.
谢谢他们一直来看我们比赛，那一直关注我们。那希望季后赛的时候，他们也能一直来帮我们加油，然后挺进冠军赛。
Hsinchu saying thank you for them to support them, the Lioneers, all season, and hopefully it'll continue in the playoffs. Go to another break before our full-time analysis.
哎，王会长，哎，王会长，来先帮我们颁奖好吗？那这边等一下也要去吃宅酒的吗？因为这里面有100元的折价券、抵用券，来接着。上面有贴100元哦。
So from Hsinchu County Stadium, the Lioneers are victorious over the Braves in the final game of the regular season. There you see on screen, the Lioneers will be taking on the Pilots in the very first round of the playoffs as the 4 versus 1 series, and the 3 versus 2 series will be the new Taipei Kings versus the Formosa Dreamers.
谢阿飞。那是不是呢？现在也请阿飞呢带领了我们所有的选手，来跟着我们场边的朋友击掌，而且有准备赠品赠送给场边的朋友。再一次掌声欢迎呢我们工程师的球员。
So the Lioneers are playoff bound, will be at least guaranteed 2 home games as the lower seed. In the playoffs, in both rounds, we are 2-2-1-1-1, alternating between the higher seed and lower seed at home. So we welcome all the fans to come into the arenas, come into the stadiums, and experience it for yourself. If not, of course, tune into our broadcast. For the game, all 14 Lioneers scores, 7 in double digits, led by Xian's almost perfect 6-for-6 shooting. On behalf of Wang Xinkai, Tian Hui, I've been Ryan Chen, and thank you for watching our broadcast, and we'll see you in the next one.